another wellness video, and for today I would like to share with you my thoughts about carbohydrates and weight gain. First of all, I would like to highlight that all macronutrients is vital for our optimal health. All of those carry or have their certain nutrients for us to keep this body alive. If we restrict one type of macronutrients, it will end up, or we will develop a nutritional deficiency. And if we have nutritional deficiency, we will develop in a long term certain type of disease, illnesses, inflammation, which is very chronic and we don't want because it will affect our health. So when we eat a high carb meal, especially processed meal, the effect on that body is it will elevate our blood sugar so high. So the body's mechanism is the pancreas will release insulin to absorb all the sugar in that meal, and it will be thrown to our bloodstream to be delivered to our muscles, cells, tissues, liver, to be used as energy. However, if we keep eating high processed carb meal, our body will produce insulin a lot to get all of those sugar, glucose from the meal, and it will be delivered to all those organs and tissues. If we fill up all of those tissues, liver, muscles, if we fill up all of those glucose, the tendency is they will now resist to accept all the incoming glucose because it's already filled up. Their tank is already filled up. That's why we sometimes develop non-fatty liver diseases because all the glucose, all the glycogen that was going in is already, it's a surplus. So now even though we're not drinking, we are still developing a non-fatty liver because our liver is full of fats because it was developed because of the surplus of the glycogen. So now, since we keep eating high processed carb meal and we filled up all the liver cells and tissues, now they are closed, they are now resisting because it's full. And since all of those tissues are full, all the excess will be stored as fats. So now, if we keep eating a lot of high processed carb meal, instead of using it as energy, it will be now all stored as fats. So the relationship of the carbohydrates to fat gain is because we elevate our blood sugar and we are producing a lot of insulin. Insulin is a storage hormone, fat storage hormone. So if we have high insulin, it is impossible for us to burn fats. I can put it this way as the bank. You have a lot of money in your bank, which is your fats, and you have your wallet, and this will represent as your glycogen or the carbohydrates or the glucose. Before you tap your bank from your money, you have to finish first the money in your wallet. Meaning before you tap to your fat cells, before you tap to your stored fats, we need to consume first all the glycogen. But since we keep putting a lot, or we keep eating a lot of glycogen, carbohydrates, processed carbohydrates, we are now putting all the surplus to our bank, to our fat cells. We have to consume first all the glycogen before we tap to the fat cells. So instead of burning our fats and our insulin is elevated, we will keep storing all the incoming glycogen and carbohydrates and store it as fats. So from this point of view, carbohydrates carbohydrates is not the culprit. We can eat carbohydrates as much as we want, but make sure that it is in minimally processed. And all of us has a different tolerance of carbohydrates. A low carbohydrate for one person may be different with an athletic person who is a muscle builder person. We all have different tolerance of carbohydrates. So there's no certain type of low carbohydrates because it will all depend from our activity, from our body composition, and our body types. So as an advice, as a practice, we can eat carbohydrates, but depend on the portions, depend on our activities, and we can eat carbohydrates in a whole food state. So as a practice today, incorporate one good whole food carbohydrate in your meal and see if that works for you. See what the body's reaction for eating that kind of whole food carbohydrates and feel your hunger level. So from today, I'm sending you all the peace, love, stay healthy.